So this is just a quick video to show how dialog can be generated in ABB Training Day. So the first thing we need to do is ensure that we have this AWS SDK in our assets folder. This is the import for Amazon Web Service. The only reason we need to ensure that this is here is that because when we're building to the HoloLens, this causes an error, as this is just a workaround for the time being, as we're waiting for official Unity support for Amazon Web Services. So this causes an error when building to the HoloLens, which we can't do anything about it. So that's why the workaround for the moment is to take it out when building and have it in the folder otherwise. So the first thing we need to do is use this file, our CSV file, in resources audio new dialog. So what this does, we have a script that checks if this file exists, and if it does exist, it will read in the data that's in it, separate it out into two strings, and pass those strings into this script, which utilizes Amazon Web Services Polly to generate and save the files. So the first thing we would do would be to use two fields. The first one will be the name of the file that will be generated, and the second will be the string that is generated. When we want to, we can use an exclamation mark in the first field to let the script know that the next field will be the folder name, and all lines above that will be saved to that folder, and if that folder does not exist, it will be generated. So let's just do file 1. This is a test. File 2, Amazon Polly integration. Now the only other thing we need to be careful is that when we're saving this, it doesn't save as an Excel version of a CSV, but it actually just saves as a CSV. Otherwise, it will not work. It will throw an error. So this is the file format that we need. Save that. Overwrite the current file. We need to make sure that Excel is not open at the same time, because if both systems are accessing this file, there'll be will cause an error. So the only system, or the only program that can have it open, is Unity. So we use our file browser to search for Polly, and we'll see this scene, Polly demo. We open it up, and there's a dialog generator or game object that has our check for new dialog script and our Amazon Web Service Polly script attached. The only other thing now we need to do is run the scene. You see in our console, it's successfully generated and created the folder, generated the files, created the folder. We stop playing, we go back and check our audio folder, and it's not here because I accidentally didn't put in a folder name. So instead of putting it to a folder, it just put it to this root. It uses this folder as a root. So any folder you put in that field, it will use this root and then add it on. So that's actually, I'll just run it again just to show. But this time with a folder name. Just call it folder name. Override it. Make sure it's closed. Run the scene. Let it do its thing. And there we go. So this time it got this location and added it on new dialog. Because the folder didn't exist, it created it. Or sorry, not new dialog, folder name. Because it didn't exist, it created it. And
this is a test.
There we go. There is our two
Amazon
files.
Polly integration.
That's how Amazon Polly is integrated into Training Day.